Shout out to the Cows Gang. I'm your host, Mr. Palmer, and welcome to the show, Victim or Volunteer. What I want y'all to do, grab the nearest couch, sit back, and enjoy the ride. Man, Cows Gang, we got to talk about this one, man. You have a young man, 22-year-old William McNeil Jr, who was pulled over by the Jacksonville Police Department. He asked for a supervisor. He asked why he was pulled over. The officer said it was because he didn't have his lights on and it was raining, allegedly. He wouldn't open up the door. He wouldn't get out the car. He constantly asked for a supervisor. More police officers came, and what ended up happening, broke the window, punched in the face, snatched out of the car, punched in the face. Some more. By this same officer, by the name of Officer Bowers. I want to say Bow. You know what I'm saying? But it's Officer Bowers. And, you know, we're going to talk about this situation. Now, the tripped out part about it, the cell phone video captured on February 19, 2015. At least that's what the article say. And it just came out in 2025, July, right? What I want y'all to do, I want y'all to see this first clip on what went viral and got a lot of people pissed off. Check it out.
When he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? Okay. And then I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, okay. There's multiple people headlights off, first of all. And then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law up?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you call your supervisor?
Huh?
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Here.
I'm here. What is your reason, sir?
Step out.
What is your reason?
Step out now.
All right.
Get on the ground.
Don't.
Get on the ground.
Stop fighting.
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
What's wrong with you?
I was putting my hands behind my back.
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking.
I'm fucking stupid shit, bro. I was doing it, bro. What's going on, man?
You're under arrest. That's what's going on.
No, bro.
Yes, bro.
You
Yes.
have a lawful reason, bro.
Big knife center in here, too.
You gonna throw me one like that, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off of you,
man.
bro.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to have a regular conversation with y'all, bro.
That's not how it works.
Too late.
It ain't gonna too late.
When they asked you to step out of the vehicle, you should have done that shit.
Sir, your partner didn't even ask.
Marijuana in his right pocket.
Yes, it is.
So why close the door if you see him pull up?
Because, man, what you mean? He talking about arresting me and stuff, bro. I didn't do nothing.
It's called resisting, idiot.
I didn't do nothing wrong, sir. Can you back me up to the car so I can clean up?
Shut up.
When he pulled me up.
Now, did y'all see that, Cows Gang? How would y'all feel if that was your son or your brother, your friend? This right here pissed a lot of people off. He did ask for a supervisor. He did tell the officer, it's not raining. Why do I need my lights on? It's not raining. It did rain, but it wasn't raining currently. Days later, they came with another video where it was on a side view angle, where he opened up the door and closed it back when they told him to get out the car. Now that changed some people's perspective. He should have complied, he should have got out, he made it worse than it had to be, and so on. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play that video on the side angle, and I'll get back to you.
Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely there's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. Two things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights. And it's not raining. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement?
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over. Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No, call your supervisor.
Step out of the vehicle.
No.
Step out of the vehicle.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That side angle didn't look good. But I wanna ask y'all this, Couch Gang. Did he deserve to get punched in the face did he deserve to get punched in the face when they snatched him out the car? Now, I will say, in my opinion, that, yeah, he made it worse than it had to be. Because the way I am, I don't police like that. I don't trust police like that. But one thing I do, I comply. Now, he ended up getting Ben Crump on the case. Matter of fact, Ben Crump is the one who posted the video. That's how I first heard about it. And now you're gonna see him saying how he feared the police, he feared for his life. He's doing a conference with Ben Crump and his family. And also the news gonna talk about how they see the second angle. And like I said, a lot of people, mindset had changed. Some said, nah, it don't matter. Others said, nah, he should have complied. He made it worse than it had to be. And then you got some people saying it's both, police and him. Now check this out.
Today, we are hearing from the man who was punched by a police officer during a traffic stop in Jacksonville. CBS Miami morning anchor Betty Wynn is here. And Betty, that man was joined by his family and civil rights attorney Ben Crump.
Yes, that's right. Just over an hour ago, in fact, we got our first look at 22-year-old William McNeil Jr. after his violent arrest that you see here. It went viral. And he stood next to his parents while his attorney stated that some of his injuries are permanent. Now, his chipped tooth was still visible as he very briefly explained what happened.
That day, I just really wanted to know, why I was getting pulled over and why I needed to step out the car when I knew I didn't do nothing wrong. I was really just scared.
We have audio, visual evidence, proof of what happened. Nobody has to narrate it for us. To the sheriff, respectfully, you can't justify this.
So this comes as we see a new angle of that traffic stop. Now, the sheriff released body cam video of the arrest. I want you to take a look at it.
Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. Two things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights, and it's not raining. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement.
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over. Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No, call your supervisor.
Step out of the vehicle.
No,
Step out of the vehicle.
Okay, so after shutting his door, McNeil refused to exit his car and then kept requesting a supervisor. Officials say he was asked 7 times to step out of his vehicle, but he never did. Now, the state attorney's office found none of the officers violated criminal law. The sheriff is also defending his deputies, and that deputy seen punching McNeil. He is on paid administrative leave pending an internal investigation. As for McNeil, he pleaded guilty to resisting a police officer without violence and driving with a suspended license. However, his attorneys say police stopped McNeil over bogus claims of driving without headlights in broad daylight and not wearing a seatbelt when video shows he was wearing a seatbelt.
What y'all think, Cows Gang? Now, here's my thoughts on this. He did not deserve to get punched in the face. They told him put his hands up, put his hands up. He had his hands out. When they told him to get out the car, he basically got out the car, especially when they snatched him out. He wasn't resisting arrest. And of course, he's saying, what I do, bro, they mocking him and everything. And Bowers, so far, they say he was stripped from his powers, but I don't know no update about it. But this is what I want y'all to understand. Under the law in Florida, your lights must be on during rain, fog, and so on. So when a lot of people on X talking about, yeah, he had raindrops on his car, don't mean in the law of Florida, it says if it's raining, then the lights must be on. It didn't say before, it didn't say half after, it says during, meaning while it's raining, it need to be on. If it's not raining, I don't have to have it on, even if it just got through raining. You don't believe me, just look it up. So that cop and people on YouTube saying, well, it should have been on because it did rain and all that bull, you're wrong. During. And during means right then and there. And I'm gonna tell y'all another thing. Y'all think that Ben Crump got on the case and ain't gonna be no money passed out? Let me let Denzel speak for Malcolm X.
Oh, I say it again, you've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok. This is what he does.
See, him getting punched in the face versus him not getting out the car and slamming the door back and resisting, if that's what you want to call it. Understand that regardless, he did not deserve to get punched in that face. And that officer did violate. Now y'all can say, oh, he deserved, he should have complied and all that. I could go with that, but he's gonna get a check. And that's about $200,000 to $300,000 easy, just for that. Now allegedly they said that his tooth was knocked out because of what happened. I don't know. But one thing I want y'all to check out is what the sheriff, the head sheriff, the chief, TK Waters, had to say about this. Check it out.
I will neither defend nor commend Officer Bauer's response to resistance until all the facts are known and the investigation is completed. However, as the leader of this agency, I will not remain silent while important facts and information are buried to advance an anti-police agenda. The truth is, William McNeil Jr. was non-compliant with JSO officers within 21 seconds after he was stopped for multiple civil infractions. His non-compliance quickly rose to the level of criminal resistance to a police officer. McNeil was arrested and pled guilty to resisting a police officer without violence. Force absolutely looks ugly. And because all force is ugly, whether or not the officer involved acted within outside JSO policy, that's still what we're investigating. The State Attorney's Office once again has reviewed the case materials and determined that Officer Bauer's actions are not criminal. Now JSO will conduct a thorough investigation to determine whether Officer Bauer's acted appropriately with respect to JSO policy. When an officer does wrong, and I think every one of you know this and everyone that's listening, I will stand up here and tell you straight. And likewise, when officers justifiably use force, I'll stand up here also and I'll tell you straight.
So, I don't know nothing about TK Waters, but he did say, hey, if the officer's wrong, I'll say he's wrong. If I say, oh no, he ain't wrong, he ain't wrong. That's what he say. He say he's a man of integrity. And you know, we can't believe what social media and the video had to say. But again, he did say that officer, Bowles, they looking at investigating, they are investigating internally and stuff like that. He couldn't deny about that situation. He can only say that they looking at it. So when people talking about, you know, he ain't gonna get a check, yeah, he getting a check. And then Ben Crump on the case, yeah, he getting a check. Even though this happened years ago, I guess the statute of limitations is not over with. So I gotta ask y'all a question, Cows Gang. What do y'all think about this situation? Do you think that this man was targeted? Do you think that he made things worse than it had to be? Do you think that he would not get a check? Do you think he don't deserve a check? Do you think that the police did too much? Or do you think that the police did what they had to do? I wanna know. And what do y'all think about what I said? The lights must be on in the state of Florida during rain, fog, and so on. Not before, not after. Do that change your perspective? Now, we can't say that he was driving on a suspended license, he had marijuana in the car, and it was a couple of other violations, and he pleaded guilty to 2. But they only knew that once they did all what they did and then ran his background. But y'all know what I really want to know, Couch Gang. When it comes to 22-year-old William McNeil Jr., I got to know, is he a victim or volunteer? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over. Cows Gang, Cows Gang.